I am going to tell you something that's going to change your life forever. Hello, everybody. This is Rob Roberts, your favorite personal development coach. Today, I'm going to tell you how you can change the channel. Okay? So, we go through life and we have a couple of choices. One, we can either choose to be happy, full of joy, full of peace and fulfillment, or we could choose to be downtrodden, angry, full of just stress, anxiety. Which one would you like? Right now, I'm going to show you how you can choose to change the channel. Okay? Let's just say, for example, you're watching your favorite television show. And for some reason, yes, you've seen this episode before, but something popped up there that you just knew it didn't sit well with you. Something in the show you just didn't like. It went to one of those traditional commercial breaks. You said to yourself, hey, you know what? Let me go run over to the kitchen real quick and get a quick snack, and I'll be right back. Now, you know in your mind that you know what's going to happen next. You've seen the same show over and over again. It's a rerun, okay? You've been here before, but for some reason you're so programmed to watch the program that for some reason you find yourself kind of leaning towards that aggravation. You lean towards that negativity that doesn't make you feel good. Now, you've been down this road before. You've seen this commercial and it doesn't make you feel well. Your child's in the room or you're just there by yourself. You don't like this commercial. It's actually one of the most aggravating commercials that you've ever seen. But for some reason, you're wondering why you're programmed to just sit through it. All you have to do is just change the channel. Now all of a sudden that little frown turns into a smile. But for some reason you don't. You're wondering why you're programmed to watch the program. So today I'm going to show you how that's done and what you can do about that. Okay? Now in life, you have those people. The certain people in your life that for some reason are just so negative, so downtrodden. But for some reason you find yourself always leaning towards that crowd. Always leaning towards that negativity. Let's say, for example, you're driving down the street. And tell me if this has happened to you, but that person just cuts you off, almost hits you. You have to slam on your brakes and they cut you off. Maybe they throw the finger up at you or they yell at you. And now you want to yell back. Maybe you meet him up at the same red light. You meet him up at the red light at the same time and you're side by side after he does that. What do you do? What do you do when a guy cuts you off and now you both meet up at a red light at the same time? What are you going to do? You can choose to change the channel. So instead of getting upset and wanting to pay him back and yell at him or have a type of a confrontation, no. Change the channel and say to yourself, wonder if his wife is pregnant in the back seat and is about to have a baby. What if she's going through the motion right now? She's about to have a baby. What if he's trying his best to rush her to the hospital? Wonder if he's about to have a heart attack and he's just not paying attention? What if he just something really bad happened to him and right now he's just trying to survive and get there safely? So when you change the channel, you tell yourself, you know what? I'm looking at things from a whole new perspective. I'm changing my mindset to have a better understanding that things may not be what it appears to be to me. You flip it and you change the channel and it allows you to be at peace. Do you see what I'm saying? You cannot allow one coworker, one supervisor at your job, one client, right? You can't allow one phone call, something to just get on your nerves to the point where it just ruins your day. And then you'll claim it. Oh, this ruined my day. No. Let's get out of the habit and let's learn to change the channel. For example, you go to the mall. You're waiting for 3 minutes. You're in good spirits. You have your music on. You have your blinker on. A guy's pulling out of the spot. As soon as you're about to pull back in, someone just cuts you off and they jump into the parking spot. Come on. I mean, this has happened to all of us. It's not a great feeling, right? So instead of you getting upset, maybe blocking your car and having a standoff to see who can do it, what if you decide to change the channel? And you say, wow, wonder if this man or woman is crying really bad because they just had the loss of a family member. What if they're not paying attention today? You see what I'm saying? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let's change the channel and say to ourselves, you know what? A bulldog can beat a skunk any day of the week. But the question is it worth the stink? Is it worth you to fight every single small battle? Because at the end, the question is it worth the cost? Okay? So remember what I just said. A bulldog can beat a skunk any day of the week. But is it really worth the stink? If you change the channel, you now change the frequency that you were previously on. See, because of the fact that you've been on the same channel over and over again, you know the shows line up. You know what show comes out to the next show. You even know when the commercials are coming up. You know the show. You've seen these repeats before. But if you change the channel, now all of a sudden you change the frequency. So from that negative frequency that you were in, now all of a sudden you have a positive frequency. See, when you are negative, you're going to attract negativity. See, this is the day that you get that bad phone call and you decide to go to the store and someone gets way too close and they bump you in the store. Now, you're saying to yourself, what else can happen next? And you're about to blow your top because it's just like the jackhammer effect. One thing after another, after another, after another. Why? Because you did not change the channel. See, if you change the channel, now you're walking with good energy in that good frequency with positivity. So when the individual bumps into you, now it becomes a business opportunity. Or, you knew someone from back in the day and now you're having a great conversation. But if you were in a negative state of mind, that simple bump into or that little brush up in the store could have turned into an altercation, which was completely unnecessary. What's the difference? You changed the channel. Okay, so let's take a good look at your phone. If you look at your phone right now, and I want you to just go ahead, take a look at your cell phone, think about it. What boy or girl, man or woman is in your phone right now that you know should not be in your phone? Come on now. We all know that we have that number of this man or woman in our phone who just doesn't make us feel just right. We just don't feel comfortable. We feel like we have to kind of choose our words differently. We're walking on eggshells. Half the time it's not really a friend or an enemy. Sometimes it's your own family. Think about it. Think about it, right? So sometimes it's your own family. So sometimes it's okay not to answer that phone call. Why are you obligated to run back into that room and watch that show? Why are you programmed to answer that phone call? And you know the result. You know every time you speak to him or her, the conversation ends up negative. You find yourself getting out of character. You find yourself arguing, getting loud, and this is not you. For some reason, they know how to pull something out of you that you don't even like about yourself. So here's what you do. Change the channel. When they call, don't answer the phone. Wait until you're in a positive state of mind, okay? Take a deep breath. Wait until you have all your faculties and you're in the right mindset to deal with that particular individual if you have to deal with them. Okay? Another example is delete the number. Block the number from your phone because you know you shouldn't be talking to them anyway, and now you can avoid watching that bad programming. Change the channel. Once you get on a different frequency, the things that used to bother you will not bother you anymore. Once you decide and you choose to be happy, those little ticky-tack, little things, they won't bother you the same way that they used to bother you before, okay? That text message that comes in from an individual who you're wondering how they even got your number, let alone why you still had the number on your phone, but why are you surprised with their particular thing that they sent to you on the text? Why are you surprised? You know what the answer is. You know that they're about anger and aggravation, so why don't you change the channel? Why respond immediately with your first notion, right? No, take a moment, wait until you're in a good place, and then respond if you want to. Remember, change the channel. Not every single stimuli needs a response, okay? Think of the ripple effect, okay? And we'll look at laws of polarity. What goes up must come down, hot, cold. Everything has a reaction, okay? What if you don't give a reaction? What if you don't respond to that mass email where someone just called you out and tried to make you look stupid, right? You know everybody's on this email. Why would this person do that? They're expecting you to respond. They're trying to get something out of you. So what do? Change the channel. You wait until you're in a good place. And then you say, you know what? Let me be quick to listen, slow to speak. Let me listen to myself. Let me pray about it. Let me relax. Now, let me come back with a response that's honorable, that's full of integrity. Let me not stoop down to that level. See, I study a lot as far as kingdoms and phylums in the animal kingdom, and let's talk about stooping down to levels here. If you hang around chickens, okay, that like to clack and cluck, if you hang around ducks, if you hang around pigeons, all right, all these animals make a certain sound, but they hang together. All right, so you're at your job, you're out there, you see that same group of people always hanging and clickety-clacking together all the time, and you wonder why for some reason you just don't fully fit in. The reason why, just accept the fact, you are different, okay? You're different. You were built differently. You are a bald eagle, all right? You don't fit in with ducks and pigeons and crows. See, they can't fly to the heights that you could reach. And they know that you're an eagle. So all you have to do is change the channel. Accept the fact that, yes, I'm different, and I'm going to get on a different frequency. I'm going to fly to heights that they can't reach. Now, they're going to still be who they are and hang with who they hang with. If you want to hang with them and get the same results that you've been getting in your life, and feeling unfulfilled and angry and upset and full of anxiety, continue doing that. Continue doing that because you'll be exactly where you are. But if you want a blessing, if you want to reach new heights, you now have to what? Do something different. You have to change the channel. Once you decide to change and get on a higher frequency, that right there is when the blessing is right on the corner. But it takes courage. So I'm here to encourage you to stay encouraged, to change the channel, to realize that, you know what? Maybe I am different for a reason. Maybe I do walk with integrity. Maybe I do go above reproach when no one's watching. I still do it the right way. Maybe I don't need to answer that angry email and give them what they want. Maybe I don't need to hang around these friends who are not really friends, but if I don't laugh at their jokes, then they won't like me. It's okay. It's now time for you to change that channel. Be that grown man. Be that grown woman. Be that growing young man. Be that growing young woman that you are. And realize, I need to change the channel. If I want different results in my life, if I want to be at a higher frequency and be happy for once in my life, if I want to be happy and free, it's time for me to change the channel.